Hello boys and girls, welcome to Mrs. Spandu's Math Movies. This is Lesson 5-8 for Course 3, Ratios and Probability. Our objective is to find the probability and the sample space of an event. Alright, so again, to begin with, we do have a few definitions and concepts. Probability of an event, E, is given by the following formula when all outcomes are equally likely. Okay, so this is the probability of E, or any event, is equal to the number of favorable outcomes divided by the total number of possible outcomes. Favorable outcomes would be ways that a certain event could happen. Total number of possible outcomes is all the possible things that could happen in a given scenario. Okay, so let's look at a couple of more definitions to go with this. An outcome is any of the possible results that can occur. Okay, so that would basically any one of them would be an outcome. Altogether, though, that would be all the possible outcomes. The favorable ones, again, would be the ones that you are in fact looking for. An event is a collection of possible outcomes of an experiment. And finally, the sample space is the collection of all possible outcomes in an experiment. Okay, now let's go and look at what we can do here. So, finding a probability. There are 3 red, 2 green, 1 blue, and 5 yellow pens in a box. Suppose you choose at random, find the probability of choosing a yellow. So the probability of yellow would be the favorable outcomes, okay? So the event is getting a yellow. Favorable outcomes for yellow is 5 because there are 5 yellow pens in the box. Possible outcomes are 11 because if you add 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 5, that gives you 11. So there are 11 possible things that could happen. So the probability of choosing a yellow marker pen is 5 out of 11. Okay, so the event is choosing a yellow, 5 favorable outcomes, 5 things that are yellow, 11 things altogether, or 11 outcomes altogether in the sample space. Okay, quick check on that one. Now or at your convenience. I'm going to continue on to the next example. And this one is probabilities and percents. In a survey, 13% of the students in a class prefer vanilla, 27% prefer chocolate, 10% prefer strawberry, and the rest chose other flavors of frozen yogurt. Find the probability that a randomly selected student from the class will choose vanilla or chocolate. And here, this is a multiple choice question, so you see what those are. Okay, so let's look at what we need here. We're trying to look at vanilla or chocolate here. So 13% chose vanilla, and 27% of the students chose chocolate. So the probability of vanilla or chocolate is equal to the probability of vanilla plus the probability of choosing chocolate. So 13% plus 27%. If you add 13 plus 27, you get 40, or 40%. So the probability that the student chose vanilla or chocolate is 40%. So the correct answer choice is answer B. Okay? And finally, we have finding a sample space. Find the probability of there being at least one male kitten in a litter of 3 kittens. Express the probability as a fraction. Okay, so here we go. Now, and basically you see if kitten number 1 is a male, what are the other possible combinations, and so on. So first of all, for kitten number 1, it's either male or female. When you get to the second one, if the kitten is male or female, again here, and then if the first kitten is female, the second one could be male or female. So that branches off each into the possible things that could happen. Then finally, you could have a male, and a male, okay, or a male, and a female. From this could be a male, female, male, or a male, female, female. Okay, it gets a little confusing trying to say all of that, but basically each kitten could be either male or female, and it branches off from the other possibilities here. So female, male, male, female, male, female. Okay, female, female, male, or female, female, female. Okay, and you see here that these are our sample spaces. These are the possible outcomes that could be the litter of kittens. 3 males, 2 males, and a female, and so on. Okay, favorable outcomes. There at least one. The favorable outcomes are the ones that have at least 1 male. So if you look, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm looking for males. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 favorable outcomes. Here I should have put 8 because there are 8 possible outcomes. I'm sorry, I jumped ahead here. So if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 possible outcomes, of those 7 have at least 1 male. Okay, so total number of outcomes with 3 kittens, there are 8. So the probability of there being at least 1 male kitten is 7 out of 8. Okay? All right then. I'm going to go ahead and have you finish the quick checks, bring in any questions you might have, any clarifications you feel you need, and we will continue there in class.